What is going on, guys? It is Hype Legacy here today, and before this video starts, I just want to let you guys know that my neighbor is mowing his lawn, so if you hear something in the background, that's what it is. Also, I know the title says caught by the police, but realize this isn't some sort of heavy type shit where we were caught with like meth or anything. This is just kind of like a coincidence that we had with the cop the one time, so let's get right into it. Basically, me and my friends, we all like to gather at Vivid's house because, you know, we're the six. And basically, Vivid's house, he has really chill parents. Also, he has a nice basement that we can all sleep in, and he has a pretty cool setup downstairs. So sometimes we like to go out riding around in our neighborhood. We use various different things to ride. I ride longboards, and we have bikes and scooters and stuff, and we just go around and we dick around. One night, it was about like 10 o'clock, and we were riding around. Me and Vivid live in the same neighborhood, so we thought that the curfew was 11 o'clock, but really it was 10. So we were riding around for a good half hour, so it was like 10:30. And we see this cop car drive by, and he just slowly drives by us, and we're like, should we be concerned about that? And me and Vivid are just like, nah, curfew's till 11. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just kind of riding around. So 15 more minutes pass, and the same cop pulls up to us, and he's like, yo, curfew is 10 here, not 11, and you guys need to go home. And right away, Zeno just looks at Vivid and says, it's his fault, he also knows 10. Just straight out blames Vivid for that. And we just kind of looked at him, we were like, you fucking retard, no, you don't do that. Anyway, he's like, it doesn't matter, you guys just, if I come back here in 15 minutes, you guys need to leave and go home, or I'm gonna have to drive and take you home, is what he said, my bad. So we're like, alright, no problem. Like, we were about to leave, and he left, and we were riding off when Tree J was riding a bike, and the chain popped off, so we had to stop, and we had to fix it, and he actually came back around and saw us fixing the bike, and he's like, yo, I told you guys to leave. And we're like, sorry, officer, the bike popped off, the bike chain popped off, and we had to fix it so we can get it home. And he's like, okay, I understand. So then we got away fine, like we went home, nothing happened. Then a week later, me and Tree J came over, we were at Vivid's house again. So me and Tree J were going to go to this fair that was around my house. So we rode up, I was riding a longboard and he was riding the bike, and we just put them in some random spot because usually no one steals anything in our neighborhood. And we went to the fair for about an hour or so, and then we were like, alright, let's get back. So we go to get our things, and we just see the same cop that caught us for curfew last week dragging our stuff off. And we were like, oh shit, like what? We walked up, he's like, is this your guys's? And we're like, yeah, that's us. And he said, were you caught terrorizing a trailer and like running away from it? We were so confused. We were like, no, we were just at the fair. That wasn't us. And he had some kid with him that actually goes to my school, and he's like, it wasn't them. I saw the people, and they were holding our stuff. And he's like, all right, in order to get your stuff back, you need to identify like what's on this longboard. And I told him the design and the colors and stuff, and he gave it back to me. But since it's Vivid's bike, neither of us really knew what was on the bike. So we were just kind of telling him like blue stickers, like we were just putting out random shit that we didn't even know if it was right or not. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's some red on it. He's like, yeah, you guys are gonna have to come get this at the station with the kid's dad. And we were just like, oh shit. And then Tree J started calling Vivid and telling the whole thing. And I remembered that was the same cop that caught us from the curfew last week. So I was like, wait, hold up. Didn't you catch us last week for curfew, like a couple kids? He was like, yeah. I was like, that was the bike we were riding when the chain popped off. I don't know if you remember. And he was like, oh, yeah, you guys are good. Here, take the bike and stuff. And so luckily we got the bike back without any difficulties, and the cop's a pretty cool guy. Like, we still see him coming around. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you've enjoyed today's video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And remember, don't be an ass.